Have you ever wondered why you keep waking up with big plans, only to end the day feeling like nothing really moved? Why does your potential feel obvious to you, yet invisible to the world? There's a reason your dreams feel heavy, and it's not laziness, bad luck, or lack of talent. The truth is much more uncomfortable. You're addicted to the fantasy of progress, not the reality of execution. You love the idea of becoming great more than the pain of doing what greatness demands. And this isn't a moral flaw, it's a psychological trap. Your brain rewards you with small hits of dopamine every time you imagine a better version of yourself, giving you a fake sense of progress while your real life stays the same. Why do you think scrolling motivational videos feels good, but your to-do list stays untouched? Because watching someone win gives you the illusion you feel inspired for 10 minutes, then guilty for the rest of the day. Your mind confuses inspiration with action, so you become an expert at starting, dreaming, planning, but not finishing. How many times have you promised yourself this time it's different, only to fall back into the same loop? The painful reason you keep failing is that wanting change became your comfort zone, while actually changing became your biggest fear. You fear the version of you who can't hide behind excuses anymore. Think about a moment you quit before seeing results. Was it really lack of ability, or did discomfort scare you away? Every goal you failed wasn't because you couldn't, but because you expected progress to feel good. The gym gets painful. Learning gets boring. Discipline feels repetitive. You mistake temporary discomfort for a sign you're not meant for it, when in reality it's the gateway everyone must walk through. Winners don't have stronger desires. They have stronger tolerance for boredom and pain. They don't expect motivation every day. They expect resistance every day and move anyway. And here's the cruel twist. The longer you avoid discomfort, the more painful your life becomes. You avoid studying, so you face anxiety when exams come. You avoid practicing, so humiliation hits when you perform. You avoid discipline, so your dreams die slowly while you watch others live the life you want. Nothing hurts more than seeing someone with less talent surpass you because they were willing to endure what you ran from. Let that sting. It should. Regret is heavier than effort, and you've carried it long enough. Have you noticed how you defend your limitations like they're priceless treasures? I'm tired. I'm busy. I'm not ready yet. You repeat these lines until they become your identity. But ask yourself, are these reasons or rehearsed excuses? If someone recorded everything you told yourself this month, would it sound like a warrior preparing for battle or a person searching for permission to quit? Your success doesn't depend on better circumstances. It depends on you finally getting tired of your own stories. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you finished something hard? Not started, finished. Do you even remember how that victory felt? The pride, the relief, the confidence. You don't need more motivation. You need to taste completion again, because finishing creates belief, and belief fuels momentum. Right now, you're re-starved of belief because you never give yourself proof that you can do what you said you would do. And without proof, self-doubt becomes your closest friend. There is a moment nobody talks about, the silent point between who you were and who you want to be. It's lonely, it's boring, it's repetitive. You show up while no one claps, no one notices, no one cares. That phase is where greatness is forged. But you keep running away from it because you expect validation early. You want applause before you earn it. You want progress without sacrifice. You want shortcuts because the long path scares you. But the long path is the only path that works. Have you ever met someone who just radiates discipline? You can feel it in their presence. Their calmness isn't natural. It's earned through years of doing things they didn't feel like doing. You look at them with admiration and jealousy. But what you don't see is the thousands of mornings where they woke up, felt the same resistance you feel, and moved anyway. Their strength wasn't a gift. It was a choice repeated daily. And every time they chose discomfort, they gained freedom. Freedom from excuses. Freedom from fear. Freedom from themselves. Most people never get there because they confuse intensity with consistency. They go hard for 3 days, burn out, quit, then complain that nothing works. Meanwhile, the person who shows up quietly, consistently, without fanfare, wins. They win slowly, silently, and then suddenly. And when they arrive, everyone calls them lucky or naturally gifted, not realizing consistency is a superpower disguised as boredom. If you mastered it, your life would change in ways you can't imagine. Let's be honest, you know exactly what you need to do. Your problem isn't clarity, it's courage. You already know the habits you must build, the distractions you must cut, the people you must distance from, the pain you must walk through. But knowing doesn't equal doing. You wait for the perfect moment, the perfect mindset, the perfect routine. But perfection is just procrastination wearing perfume. Waiting is the dream killer. Action is the dream maker. What if instead of chasing motivation, you chased identity? Not I want to exercise, but I am someone who trains. Not I hope to improve, but I am someone who grows daily. Identity changes behavior faster than goals ever will. When your actions align with your identity, discipline becomes automatic. And the day you stop negotiating with yourself is the day failure stops feeling inevitable. The painful reason you keep failing is that you've been trying to change your results without changing your self-image. You can't win as the same person who keeps losing. Growth requires shedding the parts of you that feel safe, the excuses, the habits, the comfort, and stepping into the version of you that feels unfamiliar. That transformation feels like loss at first, but that's how new selves are born. So what's the solution? Stop romanticizing the starting point and fall in love with the middle. The messy, unglamorous middle where progress is invisible and doubt screams louder than hope. That's where champions are made. If you master showing up when nothing seems to be happening, everything will eventually happen. Consistency compounds like interest. Small daily actions become unstoppable over time. Let me ask you again. Why do you keep failing? Because you quit when it gets real. Because you treat discomfort as danger instead of direction. Because you're loyal to your excuses instead of your potential. But today can be the day you get brutally honest with yourself. No more soft truths. No more motivational sugar. Just raw clarity. Your dreams are waiting on your discipline, not your feelings. Remember, this talent gives you a head start, but discipline decides the finish line. If you rely on talent alone, you'll be passed by people who simply refuse to stop. You don't need to be the smartest, the strongest, or the most gifted. You just need to be relentless. Relentless in the face of boredom. Relentless when results are slow. Relentless when nobody believes in you yet. Imagine a year from now, a version of you who didn't quit, who didn't negotiate, who showed up even on bad days. What would your life look like? How different would you feel waking up knowing you finally became someone you can trust? That version of you isn't a fantasy, it's a consequence. A consequence of small actions repeated daily. Not dramatic, not glamorous, just consistent. You think failing hurts? Try looking back 10 years from now and realizing you could have been unstoppable if you had just started and kept going. The clock doesn't care about your excuses. Time rewards those who move and punishes those who wait. The question is, which side of time will you stand on? If you felt something shifting inside you while listening, don't let that feeling fade. Take it as a signal. Not to plan, not to dream, but to act. Take one uncomfortable step today, then repeat tomorrow and the next day. Let actions become your answer. Let consistency become your power. Let discipline become your identity. And let results become inevitable. Because the painful reason you keep failing is that you haven't stayed long enough in the fight to discover how powerful you truly are. Stay, show up, finish,